God! Let me have it!
Sorry about the mess up there. I had my YouTube on for some reason. Anyways, welcome to another edition of MTG Roundtable. This is DJ Longhair here in the house. We got some new blood in here. Pat the Popper, how you doing, bud?
Doing great. Love it here. Such a welcoming community. Glad to have new friends. Have a nice long discussion about some Magic trends.
Definitely. And tell us a little bit about your channel. You just started up.
Yeah, it's been a pretty recent thing. I started into it more on the finance side of it, buying, selling cards, doing that stuff. And I just had such a thrill for opening cards that I just had to share it with the world. So I figured I'd start filming some openings. And I'm actually expanding into doing some deck tech kind of stuff and physical product reviews. I want to have some items I can show to people, really brag about all the cool stuff I'm getting.
Nice. All right. We have I'm saving Mox for the last here. MTG Gamingbob. How's it going, bud? Tell us a little bit about your channel.
It's going great. Oh boy, am I muted?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the ring light up around myself there for a reason. I do a variety show. We cover a lot of different parts and aspects of Magic, everything from Magic's history to finances. We don't really do a lot of the deck tech, but we do review cards, just a lot of different topics. I have a co-host. His name is Matt. Check us out on MTG Gamingbob.
That's right. Links are down below. And, of course, MTG Moxman.
Hey, guys. Welcome back. MTG Moxman here. Cover a lot of vintage finance on Magic, a lot of the history stuff, and as well as new products that are up and coming, and I give my opinion.
Your triumphs, your lands shows the last few days, man. Been pretty awesome.
Thanks, man. It's been fun.
Hell yeah. We got some new people in here. Real Life Bassin. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining us on the show today, as well as Taco Pizza Fun. Feel free to smash that subscribe button, guys. It does help out the channel. We do tons of giveaways here, and we're trying to get to that 500. We're giving out 2 pre-release kits. Hopefully it's by Midnight Run, but it might be Crimson. I don't know. Hopefully we get there. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? So we kind of got some broad topics today. Yeah, I actually had everything laid out, but let's start off with an easy one. I know you guys saw this. It's just kind of funny. I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Is copywriting your deck list? What?
I
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I like it because, it will make net decker second guess, but the one deck that got copyrighted was just like, okay, why? And I guess some lawyer was having some fun. I don't know. Do you guys know about it?
No, but it sounds ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I heard briefly, but how can I guess you can go ahead and copyright almost anything, but to what point? You can't stop people from creating that same deck. So what's the...
Well, not only that, how would you even make a claim that it's financially hurting you that somebody else is using the same formula? It's like saying, I'm going to sue you for using the same pancake formula that I use at home. It's
the same way I flip my flapjacks.
And especially with the Magic catalog, I mean, with you could just trade out planes from M19 instead, and it would just go around that kind of stuff. Like anybody who makes a squirt gun and then you go to the dollar store and you see another squirt gun just like it.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny because it's like, what? You can do that?
Yeah,
I guess you can do anything if you put your money and mind to it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
this is it. You have to pay to copyright stuff. So I don't know. It sounds more like a PR stunt to me.
Yeah, I think
Something
that
to
might be
generate
exactly
buzz.
it. I didn't look too much into it, but that's a cheap way to get a lot of attention. Be the first person to do something really
Yeah.
out there.
Take your 5 seconds of fame.
Yeah, for sure. I know it's not a huge topic, but I just thought it was like something weird, you know. I'm like, okay, just wanted to bring that up because I was like, what? Why?
Yeah, I wonder what that opens up to in the future. You know, people. I see a lot of alternate arts online. People take a card, do their own fancy artwork on it. Is that something that's going to become more accepted? Are there going to be, fan versions that start coming up?
Yeah,
Shit, that would probably be. That would be interesting. I'd love to see Magic do like a fan created art series. It would probably be better than the friggin' art cards they put in set boosters. I don't really get why they're doing that. But put a
I kind of
whole
like
art
your
series.
idea, Pat. I think that could fly. I mean, they used to take players' input into making cards. You used to be able to send in card ideas, and they'd send back a note saying, "Hey, we accepted part of your idea or something." Your idea makes perfect sense. That's awesome.
And with one of the biggest things that they say about reprinting is the legality of artwork and the artist. If someone's sending in their artwork to WotC, they're signing off on everything up and down. So they would have free reign to reprint it, alter these, given artworks. Yeah,
I think it's a great idea, and you should copyright it.
there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I want to copyright is something I did unique with Magic cards. I did cover it on my video to shill for myself a little bit. Quite accidentally, I had discovered when I put my lands in these cigar boxes, and they were in there for probably 2-3 years or so. I love playing with those. They smell fantastic. So scented Magic cards. I'm copywriting that. You're hearing it first on the show.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good. I like
Scratch
that.
and sniff.
They smell awesome.
You hear about a lot in opening videos. I've heard. I think even the professor talk about it. Ooh, the smell of these. Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah,
I have noticed different scents in openings.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
And
the old school, especially
and you can feel it in a lot of printings. Yeah.
Oh God, M21 or was it M20?
Creepily.
No, I think it was M20 reeked of ink. Oh my God, it was like they went extra special on that set. Seriously, because it was like super ink smell, and a lot of the cards were darker or glossy. Even I don't know if you guys noticed that. M21 had a little bit of that, but M20 for sure had a lot of darker cards.
I've opened some bad fat packs that had like a heavy glue smell, like nasty.
Oh,
right.
Well, there was one card. I think it was what was it? Cards with Michael. He opened one, and one card had a bunch of gunk on it. I swear it looked like resin. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, black. I've had that before too.
I mean, it's not terribly surprising with the quality control.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
But
like
there we go.
foiling is just standard.
Scented cards. You heard it here first.
I like that.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, maybe you could do like a little dropper in your deck box, and you can change it out. Next week you come in with a different smell. Oh snap!
Look at Woolwhip's little comment here. Oh man, it's blocking out Moxman. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I'm not worthy. Woolwhip gets a pass every time.
Yeah, Cardamunde should team up with Belgian Waffle Factory. Hell yeah, dude, that'd be amazing.
Wow.
We got some new people. Woolwhip, good to see you, bud. Kenshin, how's it going? And Chris Walker, welcome. All right, let's move on to our next topic here. This one I don't want to cover too much, but I already had the article up, so might as well.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. So back in the day, you could get your buddy to shill and try to drive up the price of the card that you're selling, but we're talking on a massive scale. PWCC is a huge company. I didn't hear about it till I heard Des talk about it, but basically they're the ones that are slinging those alpha cards, beta cards, unlimited cards that are graded. And eBay's rules is if you're doing a bidding, you could start it off at a certain rate, but you're not allowed to basically have shill building. You guys are familiar with that, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So bear with me here. I'm going to go through the article real quick. Basically, they got busted by eBay. So, you had, because the way the bidding starts, it starts off at a kind of a general market rate and a little bit less. So if you're trying to get, say, 10 grand for a messed up, I don't know, let's just say Black Lotus, just say it's damaged, right? But it's still money. And, say you're trying to get 10 grand, but the damage rating says it's only worth 5,000. So, of course, you have your buddies come in and, they have their employees do this. They have other people do this. Now, allegedly, I will say that. But they're fighting eBay right now, and that was a big chunk of money for eBay. So I'm really surprised that they finally got off their rump and called them out on it.
They had to.
I'm assuming that this would open up for lawsuits. If this gets drug out much further, that this certainly would be something that could open the door for a class action type lawsuit against PWCC, possibly even eBay.
Yeah, because I heard eBay had to contact everyone who's gone through bidding with them in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
And then those people who did bidding through the PW can now look to see if their bid was tampered with. That's a lot of people.
It makes sense. I mean, you're really gunning for, say, for example, that Black Lotus. And, it's not the, I don't know. I'm giving too weird of an example. But like one of the Black Lotuses sold for 100 grand, right? So is that truly what it's worth, or did they have a bunch of shillers drive up that price that worked for the company? So is that $100,000 Black Lotus legit, or is it just a bunch of shillers? You know what I mean?
Well, it's legit enough that somebody ended up.
Someone bought it. Yes.
Yeah, somebody bought it. So that's what it went for. But would it really have gone for that if they hadn't had people bidding it up and making that poor person be FOMO and freak out about it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the issue right there.
I don't think this is the last we're going to hear this. I would bet that somewhere down the road you'll probably hear somebody attempting to at least sue PWCC. That'd be my bet.
Yeah, and you can see here that PWCC, of course, is saying employees do not have access to eBay bidding records or information. They did revoke their selling privileges, would be restricted. Now, keep in mind, eBay gets a huge chunk off that too. So, but still, it really makes you question.
If eBay's not a trusted selling site,
yeah.
If you don't trust eBay will lose more in future sales by people not trusting the platform anymore. So they have to do something. Even if they're going to take a hit, they're going to deal with this sternly. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
And it's threatening eBay's livelihood.
Oh,
look
yeah.
Look at how tarnished Amazon is even over something that's probably fairly small potatoes that they changed their policies over Magic cards. So, these bigger
they're spending a lot of money there. They had to. I still want tamper-proof stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. Well, and Walmart, Target, they all had to do that, and they're looking at putting it behind, like
the glass cases.
Exactly, like when you buy a video game or something.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I talked with a manager there who said they're talking about taking a couple of the glass cabinets and making it into TCG storage.
Yeah. At my local Walmart, what appears to be happening is they've stopped selling tobacco products. And it looks like they're going to be moving that to a behind-the-counter product.
You can get tobacco products at Walmart?
Until like 2 months ago. I live in the northeast of America. It's super free in my area.
Okay.
Yeah,
in Canada, it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's done by county, city to city.
Yeah.
Some states have cut it off altogether. But yeah, the Midwest, back east, you can still get cigarettes at Walmart.
That's where I buy my beer.
California.
Yeah,
huh?
Beer's super cheap at Walmart where I live.
Yeah,
I wish. Beer is controlled in Canada and it's expensive.
Yeah, you can buy liquor pretty much everywhere. It's liquor in my state is state controlled, so it's super cheap. Yeah, You got to get through the winter somehow.
Here in Ohio, but they have to sell it all at the same price. Like whether you buy it at a grocery store or a gas station, everybody has to sell it at the same price, unless it's like on sale. But yeah, they regulate the prices.
It's a big monopoly. It's a ripoff.
Yeah, the way they can't like undersell each other. They're all like getting the same vig, you know.
Hey, Larry Schilling, welcome to MTG Roundtable. Good to see you, bud. Go and smash that subscribe button if you would, if you haven't already. I think you have, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So this is crazy, guys. They're really cracking down on it, which is good because they should, you know. And this is a major company, and it's weird because this company has a reputation, right? Where you're $100,000 card that you have, maybe it's baseball, maybe it's Magic, maybe it's Pokemon, that you expect them to get close to that price for you.
Yeah, or even the small ones. They say it's the little thefts that go unnoticed. Mm-hmm. If something, they have. I think I was reading this as we were scrolling through. They had about 14,000 listings at the time that they were getting shut down.
Wow.
Now, if percentage-wise, if 5% of those are affected, that's hundreds and hundreds of people who are losing tens of thousands of dollars on this.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is just one, the largest is this company, PWCC. But let's think about number 2, number 3, and number 4 that aren't on this list talked about yet. I think, this is probably the beginning of a large crackdown, which would be great for buyers. Realistically, that's a new set of protection that we have not had since the inception of eBay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it's true too, because you could just have a buddy that maybe has a legit account go there, and because it's done by the bidding, so you could set your price, say, I'll stop at $50 on this card. So that's already driving the price up right there. So you could just go in and bid like $200 on it and guarantee that you get it, and there's no repercussion for that. So I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I just think it sucks. I mean, glad that they are cracking down. I'm happy for that, because that's some shady stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna echo what I said. I think it was last week's stream. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Mox man, but things are, to the buyers out there, anything is worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. Oh, I think I said that on your stream, Mox man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you're right. It is, because I don't value every set the same. Exactly. I just don't. There's better. Like I still think the Time Spiral Remastered is a waste of money. It's a waste to me. I didn't even look at it. I bought one box to put in the background. That's it.
That's the meanest thing I've ever heard you say.
I just don't like. I don't like sets like that don't have. If you're reprinting cards, it shouldn't be at a premium price.
No, I absolutely agree.
It should be affordable so players can play.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, and I definitely see that they cherry picked so much out for the small reprintings. It didn't really affect the secondary market in the way that I think players would have enjoyed having available cards.
You mean like Modern Horizons 2 with the fetches? I think that's a positive thing, that it's driving the prices down so more people can get them.
Oh, absolutely. I think they did really, really well. It's probably one of the best received sets in the last year or two.
It is, but I still think it's unfair. You had to spend between $300 and $500 for a chance to get them.
Yeah, exactly. And
it'd be nice if they put it in a regular set.
They didn't even guarantee one foil a box.
Yeah,
I mean that was ridiculous. Yeah, that drived up the.
I got my boxes for like $170 though for Time Spiral. I got in early and then stopped.
How much did you pay? Sorry,
$170.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I pre-ordered them and then I stopped right away as soon as I'm not into the FOMO. And that's what I was saying. Kind of related to the shill bidding. Yeah, I protect myself from it. So you can protect yourself from shill bidding by don't get into that. I don't know what they call that, where you just get hooked into it and you keep bidding up even though you should stop bidding.
Yeah, I did that.
It's still FOMO.
It's still FOMO. So protect yourself out there. A little,
and stick to your budget.
Yes, amen, brother.
I have that for my video tomorrow, man. Stay on budget.
Stay on target.
That's
I
right.
need to make a video about that. I wanted to talk about responsible spending. I know it's not what people want to hear. People get into the craze of buying and opening and cracking and having reserve lists and all that.
Got to pay the piper at some point, though.
Right. You need to set a spending limit that you have for yourself. Don't buy into it with the expectation that you're going to make money off of it. If you do, that's an added bonus. But don't. It's not really a solid, viable investment strategy.
No.
It is if you have extra coffee money or money that you're not putting towards your rent. But don't spend money you don't have on Magic, and don't bid money you don't have to let these shill bidders bid you up.
100%. I go with that one 100%.
All right. And speaking of which, keep in mind, we are not financial advisors. I certainly am not. I cannot
Entertainment
keep my finances together. It is purely entertainment. Yeah,
man,
throwing that plug out there. Oh, yeah. Wolwhip said it. The shill building's done by AI-controlled bots. Yes, exactly. All right, let me move on to the next topic because we only have Mox for the next few minutes here. So, with the Rona going on, we had stimuluses, we had hookups, we had a lot of free tendies. That era is now over. Currently in the USA, we're still fighting for some form of stimulus. But part of the stimulus was for what we call EDD or unemployment. Got an extra $300 a week. Now, you said you had a similar program out there, Moxman?
Yeah, we had something called the CERB, which is like a top up in case you can't work. Or if you have limited hours, they will top up the rest of your paycheck between it. And it varied depending on how much you were working. If you weren't working at all, you got a little over $2,000 a month.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they were talking about doing that here. I mean, every other country hooked up their peeps, but we didn't really. But I'm not going to go on the political spectrum on that, but just the realism spectrum. So I'm facing that right now as I'm in between jobs. So September 4th for here in California, that is the cutoff. Now, think about this, guys. Most everyone is talking about crypto and how that directly affects the market. But you've had almost a year of people on the extended unemployment rate that were able to play a little bit with the big boys like myself. Now, after September 4th, that's being cut off. So I predict, and again, I'm not a financial advisor at all. I would say if you're looking to buy some bigger cards, I would hold off to after the 4th or say mid-September, late September, because people are going to have to pay their bills. They're going to have to pay their rent because that's going away as well, rental assistance and whatnot. So yeah, I mean this is going to be a big thing. We're going to see a huge drop in Magic. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm absolutely behind you on that. I'm actually pulling up Bitcoin's last month performance here. 53% up in the last 1 month. Now, over the last 3 months, 28, almost 29%. So, I mean, yeah, I definitely see how there's a lot of talk how crypto and Magic products, because they're an investment outside of the normal monetary scheme. I see why a lot of people see that them being tied together is a thing. I definitely see your line there, Longhair, but I see it just being a general flux in the market right now, and I definitely see a downturn in it. So I'm in a buying mood. I love the idea that I can get richer as other people get poorer in the nicest way possible.
Right.
Yeah, you're buying on the dip. When something goes down low, if you're in a position, you buy more, not less.
Oh, and here, I feel even better. I'm helping put food back in these hungry people's mouths,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be humanitarian as I make a wall much like Moxman's.
Well, I've said this on several occasions that I do feel a downturn coming for a number of reasons. Not the least of which is the power down. I think that there's a general. I know you love the D&D set, Moxman, but there's a general lack of or a general malaise, I guess you could say, about Magic and the upcoming sets, even in Innistrad. You're not hearing and feeling the hype that we felt over the last, year and a half with releases. I think that's part of it. I think that the stimulus checks running out is part of it. I think people returning to fairly normal-ish, even though there's still, scares out there, but people are returning to going back to Disney and, vacations, and Christmas is coming up, and, you have a ton of things that you can't keep riding that spike all the way up. Every huge spike in any financial market is invariably followed by a dip. It doesn't spike up and then just plateau and then keep going up. If it spikes hard, and the harder the spike, it tends to fall off pretty drastically. And I don't feel that we've retraced quite to the degree to get back to like a normal track up from when we started over a year and a half ago.
Real quick, guys. First off, them fighting words, Kenshin. Did you see that comment there, Moxman?
No, what did he say here?
He says, I think Moxman should donate 1 page of his Mox Embers.
No.
No.
Not ever.
Yeah.
Where are they? Hold on. Where are my Mox Embers? Hold on. Where are they?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Look, he's struggling to bring it out. Yeah.
It's only a few thousand. They're mine. I want to buy more.
Lot of Mox Ambers.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. How much time you got there, Mox?
We got 4 minutes.
Okay. Wasn't sure if we would queue you out. So they said that we hit bottom. Already said that we hit bottom, but we have not. I think September and going into, hold on, I got to do, what was it? Brain fart here, guys. Sorry. Come on. What's after September?
October.
Thank you. September, October. Thank you. I'm like,
America.
Honestly, if I can, I think that we're seeing actually kind of a shift. And I think that people like Moxman and others that people listen to out there, selective targeting. Right?
Yeah.
I think people are beginning to adjust to this plethora of products. And instead of just gobbling up everything, I think that some products are going to drop, and you're going to see very selective targeting out there. You're going to see a lot more, I don't want to call it sniping, but selective purchases out there. I know that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you will see Wizards of the Coast throw things at the wall. They want to see which products do well. Players will decide which products survive or die. It happened before with all kinds of other products they've already put out, right? We don't have the Versus decks anymore because they became trash and nobody wanted them. There's lots of Clash packs and things that have dropped off. And on the financial side in the end here, guys, before I leave, here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Face to Face, which is a fairly large LGS in our area, they must have gotten a dump from distributors because they put a whole bunch of boxes up. I guess in US money, it'd be like $74 a box, give or take.
Oof.
Right? And set boosters for Zendikar Rising, I think, where in your money that'd be like 85.
That's pretty decent.
They had some pretty low prices on a whole bunch of sealed product, and it looks like it was a distributor dump when I looked into it, because distributors have got to pay their bills for upcoming sets, and they're all running short because certain products haven't sold.
Weren't moving. Yeah.
Yep. Call time's not going. Zendikar's not moving. So again, that just sets these products up to be short-lifted, right? They're going to be short-sighted, put out, and they'll move on.
Finally got my purple drink. Yes.
I would say target Commander Legends and Ikoria, not financial advice.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Yeah, that's
Ikoria's
also
gonna be good,
66% of my recent purchase was exactly that. So, I mean, I don't know, Bob. That sounds pretty off to me.
Sorry, guys, I've got to run. You can count me out now.
Hey,
hold
don't
on,
be
sorry,
sorry.
Before you go, Lee,
I'm hanging.
There you go.
Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that?
In case you guys didn't notice.
Oh, what is that?
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I have like an artist friend who made it for me.
That is sick.
That was a lot of coloring.
Oh, I actually have something you might like, Moxman. I'm going to have to get a hold of you offline and
send me an email, bro. You know I love my stuff. I love looking what people have got. Have a great one, everyone. Enjoy the evening. Thanks for having me, everyone.
You be well. We'll
good to
talk
have you,
again
bud.
soon.
Yeah, always awesome to have Moxman on, but I know he has limited time. So, anyways, back to the dip. So we're gonna see September and October see a lot of collections up for sale. People just trying to get by. Glad that you're there, Pat the Popper, to pick up some from these poor people. But you know, it sucks. But yeah, it's gonna be. Any of your bigger cards, I would say hold off. You know, because I know me personally, I'm gonna be probably having to dump some of my better cards as well. So, just saying, expect a further dip. The world's not ending, but we're also looking closer to a recession, and with the power dip too, it doesn't help, as Bob is saying. So we have all these factors really going to mess with pricing the next 2 months.
And with that, I'm going to say that you'll see a return. I believe you're going to see, you know, right now the focus is on modern staples and somewhat standard. And Commander's kind of fallen slightly out of favor. But when you have that power dip, Commander's not affected by it.
Yeah.
So
True.
I think you'll see a return to interest again in Commander being the primary focus again soonly. That's just a prediction.
I do agree. Any other words on that, Pat?
No, I that's interesting because I'm also thinking about, you know, we've got the next 2 sets, almost a small block, as it were, coming up for what is that, 9/7 and 11/19. So we've got the next 3 months pretty much planned out for mainline stuff, you know, things that are going to be standard legal. I'm wondering if they're going to do any other ancillary products along with it, if they're going to do more Commander decks. You know, I think they said there's going to be 2 for each one coming up. So there's probably not going to be a lot of juicy stuff. We haven't seen a lot of spoilers yet, honestly, which is kind of surprising that we're still a month away and they haven't spoiled the whole friggin' set yet.
Well, the 24th. So next week's MTG Roundtable is gonna probably be more spoilers, because the 24th is when they're releasing the official release date of spoilers for Midnight Run. So I thought both sets would have it, but the news of today is that the Crimson
Vow, the second one.
Vow? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking Tide, but you know.
Yeah, anyways. Go red.
Yeah. So, hey, there's Cryptic.
Woot woot.
I think Cryptic was just avoiding Moxman. He's all, I didn't give him his 10 minutes. I'm gonna show up late. How's it going, Cryptic Commander?
Hold on 1 second, guys. I got lag going on, so hold on. There we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, I was not avoiding Mox, man. I was.
I know.
I was running behind, man. I actually took a walk earlier, and I just didn't time it right. Yeah.
No worries. Bob must have power walked because he was like back in like 5 minutes.
I was telling the dog, hurry up and poop. We got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you just missed, and just want your 2 cents on it. Sure. I don't know if you were watching as you're walking or whatnot, but we just covered. We've already covered the shilling for that big company that handles all the tradable cards, you know, whatnot for eBay. So we covered that earlier. We also covered the copywriting. Did you have any 2 cents on any of those?
No.
Okay. You're like, no.
Yeah. No. I'm not going to comment on any of those subjects. No.
Okay. And then I did bring up about the stimulus just now.
Okay.
Lack thereof. Those on unemployment aren't going to be able to play with the big boys anymore. So we should expect a big dip even further than what we've noticed here in September and October. It's going to be super rough. A lot of people are going to be selling their collections. So if you guys have money, maybe wait till the end of September to start buying, because you're going to see a lot of collections flood the market. I mean, that's my feeling.
Now's the time to build up your graph. You know, if you're taking daily picks, you know, every other day, every couple of days, take a screenshot of the price, and then that way you can just snap through them and say, oh, okay, I see the price is going down. The price is going down. I'll wait another day or two. Wait another day or two. Keep doing the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can do it, you know?
Right. You know, it's just, you know, plotting my charts.
Sure.
So if you don't mind, I'd like to say, you know, just to get it out there, even with reserve list, you know, we saw a lot of jank reserve list cards spike and go up that probably should not go up. I mean, yes, they're never going to be reprinted. I get it. But there are certainly far more playable cards out there in the reserve list than others. Not all reserve list cards are created equal.
Correct.
I have a feeling that you're going to continue to see some of the ones. So I wouldn't hope to see Dual Lands or Gaia's Cradles drop tremendously low. The ones that are the really good cards, the cream will rise to the top. So I wouldn't expect those to drop. But a lot of the jank, a lot of reprint targets, you know, a lot of people that have, you know, fetch lands and probably shock lands, because those have really started going up.
Well, if I can interject real quick,
go for it.
The thing about it is you guys, all four of us here at this table, I'm sure I can probably speak for all four of us, that we've been around Magic so long that we've seen the roller coaster go up and down so much that we know history repeats itself. You know, with that being said, the reserve list isn't going anywhere, and those cards are not going to be reprinted, so they're really, really hard to obtain, right? There was a while ago, a buddy of mine, man, he kept holding on these dual lands for forever, you know, and he needed a truck. So he came to me, he goes, John, I need to sell my dual lands. I'm like, no, it hurt me, you know? So I told him, I'm like, if you really got to sell them, bud, okay, I'll take you to the guy that'll give you the premium price for it, because you don't want to go to here or there or this way. You know, I took care of him, you know? But the thing is there was a dip at that time too when he sold his dual lands, okay? Now, I'm not worried about a dip, and right now we are seeing a dip, but it's going to stabilize. It always does, you know? If you watch the Heroes and Legacy, if I'm saying the YouTube channel right, I'm not sure if you guys know. There you go. Okay. There you go. I mean, that's a good source of input on where the cards are sitting at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I go by his judgment over anybody's, you know. He watches the market more than I do, you know.
So does Matt Caster. I think he's another one that watches daily.
So I mean, I would put faith into these content creators when it comes to the market side, even Moxman, you know. These guys just have more experience in the market side of things, but it's just nothing out of the ordinary that I see. I don't think people need to freak out or go, you know.
It's a statement of fact. I'm not freaking out. I mean,
no. I'm seeing it all over the internet. I'm just putting this out there, man. If I could put the name of it, there's a Facebook group out there. I think it's Pennsylvania one. Anyway, there's a Facebook group, and this guy just posted, "Hey, man, I saw the old school cards are going down in price. Do I need to sell my OG dual lands and my other cream of the crop cards?" And everybody in there is telling us to hold on to them, right? And I reached out, and I'm like, hey, I'm with the Crypto Commander. I know it's a plug, but I'm really trying to help the guy. I'm like, look, man, I'm with a lot of content creators. We talk on a daily basis. This is not something you need to freak out over. And I'm sure some of your listeners watching this, maybe a few minority of them, 1% maybe, might be freaking out. So I just want to assure to them that this is normal. Yeah. They'll stabilize.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like used car prices.
When I bring this up, guys, and we did see the huge spike, and you know it's got to normalize, guys. It does. Right. During the Rona, we saw those dual lands shoot straight up. Now you can almost buy a couple of well played dual lands for under $400, under 500. You know, for depending on the color scheme, of course. But we are going to be heading in to a recession. It sucks, guys, but it's going to happen. So, you know, if you have the money, buy, like I said, September, October might be a good time to do so. If you have the funds, go for it. But do hold. Don't sell off your goods, man. I mean, if you can afford to not do that, but I mean, if you need to pay rent and it's, you know, your cards of the street, I mean, that's a tough call, you know?
Just call is sell your cards for sure.
Sorry.
I'm gonna fit in a backpack and just like throw a bunch of padding. You know. I'm only gonna be carrying around like 200 pounds, but hey, I already carry around 400, so it's not a big difference.
That was my purple drink, by the way.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I was a little late on mine too, man. So it's all
That's
good.
okay. Yeah.
Now, along with Mox, man, I mean, just it brings to mind that I think it might be timely to put out some content out there about financial responsibility in Magic. And I know that's not, you know, probably get like one viewer because nobody wants to hear that.
Well, no, I think a lot of people do. You'd be surprised by somebody sitting at the computer just Googling something, you know? You'd be really surprised by what they want to know. So I don't know the magic formula to make a YouTube video of Magic the Gathering to make it go viral. So I'm just saying that I can't read everybody's mind. I don't know what they're Googling. And that might be something people are Googling, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately,
there's
I
a
don't
site called TubeBuddy. What it does is it breaks down what is being Googled or YouTubed.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it tells you what is popular in your small niche.
Like Magic? Okay.
Yeah, specifically like what's hot in a topic. And like, yeah.
What was it called again?
TubeBuddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
TubeBuddy. Okay.
Yeah. It's
And
just like one of those weird. Yeah.
real quick, I just want to say hi to Paz. We were talking, so I just wanted to say hi. Go ahead.
Hey, no problem.
TubeBuddy.
No, I mean, maybe I'm a little off. I care more about putting out, I guess, useful information and care less about the YouTube algorithm. I'm a terrible YouTuber because I care more about, you know, putting out things that I believe in and what I think can help my viewers. And
they say those are the
here.
best YouTubers.
Same here.
Not the most popular, but the best.
Yeah. Same here. I'm not saying that I'm trying to go after what they're Googling. I'm just saying that I think there are people out there that are Googling financial things on Magic the Gathering. Otherwise, you wouldn't have Moxman and Heroes and Legacy, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. I need to put something out there. I will soon. So,
yeah.
And if you want to talk about stuff like that on the round table here at some point too, I'd be more than willing. I'm not jealously guarding any of the stuff on my channel. I'd be more than willing to talk about, you know, how I approach it in a fiscally responsible way.
There is one conversation that's going around a lot of Magic the Gathering content creators, and that's Rule 0. And Paz Brown, he's probably in the chat room still too. He can probably attest to that as well. There's a lot of content creators that, because it needs to be talked about, and we as content creators really need to talk more about it, you know?
Okay, do me a favor.
Sure.
Mainly because maybe it's just me not paying attention, but just for those people that are not familiar with Rule 0, would you mind explaining what that is?
It's really simple. It's just sitting down with your play group and discussing what's going to be legal and what's not going to be legal, what the power level is, and, you know, is this card okay to play with? Can I play with proxies? Is it okay that, you know, I have altars? You know, you want to sit down with your play group. Is the Walking Dead Secret Lair cards cool? That's Rule 0.
I see.
Monopoly. You play Monopoly. Everybody plays Monopoly different. So what are your house rules?
I see. House rules. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's there to discuss? If there is...
Okay. The other day I was sitting down
Yeah.
and we didn't discuss Rule 0 before we played. We all three, there was 3 of us. We just wanted to play Commander. Right. And I got really ticked off at this guy because his power level was 9, maybe 10. And me and this other girl, we were playing with power level 3 or 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we didn't discuss Rule 0 before we played the game. And I was really mad. I'm like, dude, you knew what our commander was. You knew the power level of the commander.
Yeah.
And you're going to pull this, you know? I mean, it took him a half hour. I mean, I did Wrath of God. He goes, okay, in response, I'll do this. I'm like, okay, another Wrath of God, you know, in response, because I can make my Sorcery's instance right now. And he goes, okay, in response, 30 minutes later, I'm like, hey, dude, are you doing anything into this Wrath of God? You know, he's like, oh, yeah. Another 20 minutes later. And I'm like, come on, man. You know, you got to really discuss Rule 0.
Just like with anything, open, clear communication is, you know, you've got to say, this is my expectation for the way that we're going to interact with each other.
Yeah.
I understand you want to have Mountain Dew, but please, your condensation is going to mess up my cards. Could you move it further away?
Yeah.
You know, just, hey, you know, I want to be able to take a smoke break after I lose, but before the next match. Is it okay if I take 10 minutes after we're done?
Right.
You know, just straightforward. Oh, yeah.
It's just common sense stuff, but again, the higher ups are reminding us content creators that there isn't much talk about Rule 0 and that we should talk about it more and bring it up more.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, no, I know you're right. Excuse me.
It's okay.
And it's really not discussed because usually you're just happy to find a table and
absolutely.
a spot to play some Commander. When you go to the store, you're like, oh, sweet, jump in. But I mean, it should be brought up. Like, hey, what's your rule 0? Like, what's going on?
I got a good way to into that.
Yeah.
Does anybody actually play D&D?
Yes.
See, so rule 0 in Dungeons and Dragons is exactly the same thing. So that is the most underrated and least talked about concept from the Adventures in Forgotten Realms that everybody's missed. So that right there's your tagline, and then that's how you have your conversation about, hey, this is a huge concept from D&D and Adventures in Forgotten Realms everybody's missing out on. How do you want to play the game? Whoa, it's like learning about the stack for the first time. Oh my God, this is a thing. Having a conversation with your friends about the game you want to play. Is winning the point, or is having a fun time with an enthusiast you've never met the point?
Took me a while to understand the stack.
Oh boy.
I think of a stack of pancakes, right? I'm looking at the pancakes. All right, what now?
Yeah.
I got a stack.
Yeah, no, and there's some decks that you have to tell them, hey, I'm working on this. Let me, like, I'm not the quickest at catching all the damn triggers,
Right.
So I should probably play a deck that doesn't have a bunch of triggers.
Practice it on Arena.
I'm trying to get versed at the same time.
Practice it on Arena. Practicing it on Arena.
Well, I can't. It's Commander.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For example, Windgrace.
They got the 100 card brawl going on still, don't they?
Not sure. My computer's been like slowing down, so I haven't even gotten on Arena lately.
Even in Commander, you're going to have a much greater card pool than you will on Brawl.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. You only got 2 years worth on Arena.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, they're bringing back some cards from older sets, sure.
Well, I was just bringing it up because of he's missing his triggers. It's not easily done if you're sitting down with an experienced opponent, because they're not allowed to let you miss triggers. To let you know, Russ.
Correct.
That's a game loss for both players.
Yeah. No, and I'm learning.
Okay.
I just started playing Commander. Gosh.
Well, I mean, that's not a competitive thing, but I'm just saying, yeah.
Right, but my deck it's still, like, I would say probably tier 3, tier 4, maybe.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got a hippo hug that's around there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Windgrace, and Windgrace has a ton of triggers, which as me being Hulk Smash, just big creatures, mid-range player, I'm not used to having so many triggers. Right. Just a few bumps here and there to bust up power or maybe kill something real quick. But I mean, there's so many landfall triggers.
Is that the green? Is that the green card you're talking about? Windgrace?
What's that?
Windgrace?
The kitty cat.
Hold on, I'll show you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the kitty cat.
Show it to me if you can.
Yeah.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me what you got.
Is it green? Sounds green.
It's Jund.
Jund. Okay.
Here, I'll go big screen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm not claiming to know every card in the game,
Yeah, no worries. Well, that was the elf deck.
I drink a lot when I'm playing, so I miss triggers.
What set did it come from? What set did it come from?
It's a pre-con.
Yeah.
Okay. What year pre-con?
2016, 17?
17, I think.
Oh, right before they start making them really, really good, huh?
Yeah, get some. Yeah, smash. He is Hulk Smash.
So are we talking about the set boosters replacing the draft booster bundles yet?
Oh, we covered that last week. That was
okay. All right, cool.
I didn't.
Well, what's your take
about it?
What's my take?
Yeah,
I mean, me and my wife love opening the bundles more than the boxes. We'll take a box and draft with our friends, but me and my wife like to sit and do bundles. We'll buy each other a bundle on Christmas or Valentine's Day or our birthdays. Yeah, I remember that guy. That's a good commander. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean triggers? Where's the trigger? What do you mean triggers?
Well, not him necessarily,
Okay.
But you know, if you're playing Lands Matter deck, there's tons upon tons of triggers.
Oh, sure.
So you have Scoot Swarm in here, right?
Of course.
Yeah, there you go. It's broken already. You just go put a tutor in there. You're good. Yeah.
Glad I finally pulled this guy though.
Okay. My take on it though is I probably wouldn't mind set boosters for a change. You know, if they're inevitably replacing it, I could see a backlash with the community. You know, we're so used to something to where maybe sales are going to drop on that, then the product will no longer cease to be, which will also raise the price of other ones. I mean, one of our friends today, or was it last night, Russ? We watched one of our friends open the original Time Spiral. It was a bundle for $450.
Oh,
wow.
geez, Louise.
I missed that one.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, you missed it. Okay. Yeah, I watched the guy open it. I thought you were there last night. It was like a 5-6 minute video. Oh no, you watched the Time Spiral Remastered one with me. Okay. So the guy.
Yeah, no, we went and supported the new YouTuber here, Pat the Popper.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys.
Gotcha.
Dude.
Yeah. So I watched
you gotta send me a
one,
link and I'll add it. If you are planning on coming back, I'll add it and make sure it's on the list in the description for you next time, so people can check your link.
So I watched the original guy do that. Then okay, so it was the other guy I was watching. You weren't with me on that. A few other content creators were with me.
I was there at Spirit.
So, yeah, you're there in spirit. There you go. I thought you were there, man. Everybody was there. I thought you were there.
There you go.
But no, I mean, so the prices of these things are going to go up. You know, if anybody's got sealed bundles, hold on to them, man. You know? My opinion is it doesn't matter either way. You know, I wish it was draft boosters and not set boosters.
Yeah, so
it's more fun. Yeah, I love opening packs and an extra too. Yeah.
This guy right here is a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
because each one does it right. So it's a hell of a lot of math to do, as well as doing your Kodoma's Reach or your Cultivate to grab lands.
You definitely want to be sober playing that guy.
What's that?
Oh, you want to be sober playing that guy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Tokens.
So many tokens, and they're all.
I mean, like, do you need them like physically? Because like I said, I go through boxes, and I've got 5 boxes I'm going to be going through in the next 2 weeks of Zendikar Rising. Yeah. So I'll have 100 insect tokens if you want to favor.
That's nothing for that guy.
Yeah,
literally.
I just use a calculator on the side, you know.
Oh,
you
there
can
you
literally
go.
get a 250,000 tokens in a single turn.
Yeah.
No, but it was so funny, guys, because this was triggering. I had another landfall thing triggering, and I was trying to keep up with it as well as pulling all my landfall jank, right? And it was taking up a lot of time at the table, and I feel bad, but I'm learning the deck, so I'm like, guys, sorry, I'm trying to talk through. Usually you play Cultivate or Kodoma's Reach as a pass, like, hey, here's the one land I'm gonna be digging for a minute. Go ahead and pass to keep the game going. But when you have something to do after Kodoma's Reach or Cultivate or any other land search, it takes some time. 1, to dig through your deck to find the right card. 2, because you have all these triggers like the dang Scoot Swarm. Like, I got through with my turn, right? And at the end, someone did a board wipe, and I seriously thanked them because, dude, thank you so much. I did not want to do the math.
Yeah, I usually have a calculator turned sideways to show which ones are attacking. A calculator for the ones that were already there, and a third calculator for the ones I'm bringing in now.
Like, if you really want to make Scoot Swarm a complete nightmare to try to calculate, look at Reshape the Earth.
Would you mind pulling that up, Bob?
I have it up. I'm so bad at this.
Yeah. No worries. Hey, we're learning.
I'll try to share it.
Okay, share it. That way we're on the same page. Another card that people don't think about in landfall decks is this bad boy right here. This guy does work. Yeah, of course it dies to removal, but oh my god, dude.
So there's the Reshape the Earth. So if you got a Scoot Swarm play and you pop this thing off.
Oh, you didn't share it yet.
Oh, I thought I did.
You got to do it twice. Share screen, then share the box, and then share the. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm not getting the triggers right.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, reshape the area, search your library for up to 10 land cards. Yeah, you got me there. You had me at hello.
Yeah.
So if you pop that with skewed swarm, so the first one that you put in doubles up however many are there. So let's say you had one. And this all happens at the same moment, right? So there's not really going to be an interrupt between each land hitting play. So then those two are going to multiply. So and so on and so on. I don't know how many this one card itself is going to put out, but it's going to be thousands.
Right. Yeah. So this is where I put my finger up and say, check, please.
Yeah. Right.
Don't play skewed swarm and this one. Just rule 0.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
I'd like to give up, please.
Yeah, I don't have that card, thank God, because that would have been way too much work.
I had that at least one point. I don't know if it's still over here in my collection or if I sold that one already, but yeah, that is it. That is stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't even want to play it. I would just hold on to the card in my hand because I couldn't do the math fast enough.
What is our next topic?
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh, there you go.
Well, you had some other ones there that you mentioned in the chat there,
Earlier?
John.
Okay, I'll go pull them up. Yeah, the only one I remember off the top of my head, I'm getting ready to pull them up right now, was anybody playing with that Infinity Dice roll deck yet in Standard? Or just me?
I'm not. If I could just interject real quick, I got to bounce. But
Yeah.
just as a real quick note, did any of you guys happen to catch the open boosters opening that alpha starter deck?
No,
Yes.
not yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
All right,
caught
well, then
some
I
of
won't
it.
spoil it. But $100,000 starter deck. Would you
Yeah.
open it?
Yes, I would. Yes,
Yeah.
I would, and I would play with those cards too.
Did
Yeah.
you see what he opened?
No, I didn't.
I watched that whole thing, and
I didn't
yeah,
What did he open?
Nope.
Good.
Don't
Yeah.
want to spoil it. Not if
All
you
right.
guys haven't seen it.
yeah, right. You can watch it on Alpha Investments too.
Yep.
You put that same deal up over there.
Yeah, they just opened just prior to that. What was it? An alpha it was a regular alpha booster pack too, right?
Yeah.
Recently.
So that's the thing. I mean, when you have millionaires hanging out, what else are you gonna do except like millionaire shit?
Well, it was a long
Okay.
time ago, man. This guy told me I could have done it for, what was it, $2,000, I think it was, to play with alpha cards. We can open the packs, draft them, and keep whatever you pull. Whatever you draft, you can keep. But man, this was a few years ago,
Yeah.
and yeah, I should have jumped on it then.
I've been playing
Man.
since '94, and I have never opened an alpha, beta, Arabian Nights.
Never? Oh man.
Nope. As a matter of fact, I never even opened unlimited. The earliest packs I opened were revised.
The only thing I've ever pulled was dual lands, man.
Well,
I never
I guess
pulled a
I guess
Moxer.
you could say Legends. I opened Legends, so I think that was before Open Legends, Dark, Revised. I'm not sure which of those came first, but yeah.
Hey, Dobby.
I am terribly sorry, folks, but I'm going to have to wrap it up here in just a couple minutes.
Okay, bud.
All right, man. No worries.
Yeah, it won't be long. I'm gonna have to get going for the hour mark here in just a couple of minutes as well. There's a beautiful Asian lady that wants me to call her back, and well, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I hear that, man. I hear that.
So they're both bouncing.
Soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. First one I brought up earlier was, what if Wizards does work around the reserve list where they can just do something like, I don't know, man, name anything, to make it
Secret
sound
lair
like
instead. Yeah.
to make it sound like it's not a functional reprint, So like,
Yeah.
let's say this costs 0, tap it to add 2 mana of any color mana that an opponent's lands can produce.
Well, they can actually reprint functional reprints.
Yeah.
Even on their
How?
It's
page.
called Modern Horizons and Modern Horizons 2.
No, it says right on their page what will make it legal for a target for reprint.
Mhm.
And I had a video on this, and I literally cut and pasted their own policy.
Okay.
It just cannot be tournament legal. So if you make it silver bordered
Oh, okay.
or pink
Yeah.
bordered or
Yeah.
polka dot bordered or whatever,
Yeah.
it's not tournament legal. And
Yeah.
they can reprint them with the
I
same
believe it.
art, same functionality. It's just not
Yeah.
tournament legal.
Yes, I can believe that, and I'm going to be with Bob on that. And me and my play group, if you got a silver border card, it's not allowed. So I believe that for the average layman who want to get a hold of something like a Lotus or a Mox or anything like that, and it's silver bordered, they're going to be happy just to have that. Me knowing personally that it's just not any real deal whatsoever, I wouldn't want it. I would trade these off in a heartbeat. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
Oh,
Another
well,
totally-
maybe we see some trolling in like a new unproduct. Unhinged. You're unprintable.
They don't even have
and
to
it's
do
all
that.
craziness.
Unreserved.
They just have to create
right.
They just have to create a new symbol,
Unreserved.
right? The easiest way to do it is print the exact same card. Just come up with a new symbol somewhere located on the card that shows it means it's not tournament legal, right? Or just put the words "not tournament legal" in the text box down below.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways they could get around it, even with their own policy. Go out and read it. I encourage everybody to go to the WotC site and read their policy.
And I've lost a lot of sleep over this. I saw a YouTube video for some content creators. I'm not sure if it was Commander Quarters. I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about this subject. And I'm like, you know what? They can absolutely do this. They can do anything, man. You've seen it with the Jeweled Lotus. Okay, so it's a Black Lotus only for Commander. What's next? Mox is only for Commander. I mean, they can really.
But here's the thing, right? I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. So
Right.
I'm a big proponent for reprinting the reserve list. I'm absolutely 100% behind it.
Okay.
I wish they would come up with new art for it. Because here's the thing. They've reprinted original baseball cards, right? A Babe Ruth rookie card.
Mm-hmm.
It does not hold the same value, and it does not degrade the value of a Babe Ruth rookie card. And once our market settles into that concept, that you can't go back in time and make an original alpha Black Lotus, right? Mm-hmm. And they can do things to safely reprint the reserve list without destroying collectability.
Yeah.
People are still going to value the old cards because they are scarce. They are special. Reprinting them is not going to kill them, right? It'll make them more reasonable and attainable, and it won't inflate the value of crap cards that shouldn't be valuable to begin with. Dwarven Pony looking at you.
Well, I just want to say that I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm on the opposite side of the fence, man. I'm pro list, reserve list, that is. I do not agree with get rid of abolish the list. I don't agree with it, I mean, I understand the whole concept of little Timmy over here. I just got him into Magic. I'm teaching him, and he really wants to get some of these older cards. And he's like, I can't because I can't afford that. And it's like, well, sorry, bud. But you know what? There's more cards to come. Get some new cards nobody else has or something. I don't know what to tell little Timmy, but, me and my friends are gung-ho about it, man. I don't. Go ahead.
In that
and
response,
I value your input on that, by the way.
Absolutely.
I don't take any offense by that.
No, thank you, Bob. Thank you. That's why we're at the
could do
table.
something like this, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no text. It's just a picture, and it's a different picture.
Mm-hmm.
And could they do this and just say, 0 Black Lotus? Could they do that?
No, it's a functional reprint. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They made a promise to us players, man. Okay.
Right. No, I understand that.
There's a few of my friends that are like, wait a minute. Okay. They invested a long time ago, and yeah, I wish I could have invested like they did, but I just can't. Okay. I wasn't that wealthy or whatever. Anyway, so they have this, and they have a promise from Wizards that they're not going to reprint those cards. Okay. So my friends are over here like, yeah, we're going to play the 93 format. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We'll go ahead and buy new product every once in a while because we're not forced to or nothing, But they're holding on to their old stuff, man, and they'll every once in a while break it out and play 93 format or something, But
Wizards already broke that promise. They already reprinted them.
They reprinted a few things, yeah.
It's called Collector's Edition, International Edition, Judge promos.
I know what they did, but again, with my side of the fence, man, we don't allow anybody to come at our kitchen table with silver bordered cards.
Sure. Yeah. And that's totally your prerogative.
Right.
But I don't want that to cut off the other players. See, the difference is that yours would exclude the other players, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And mine wouldn't stop you from setting rule 0 at your own table. But now there's no path for the new Timmys coming in. And I mean, I stand to lose a pretty good chunk of change if they reprint reserve list and they go to 0, but I don't think it will.
I don't have the plethora of these old cards. I have some old cards, and just not the plethora that I want, or anybody wants.
Sure.
New commander decks is the way I would go. The new commander decks, they're black bordered. There's nothing wrong with them. I think the power level on them is just superb, in the last 2 years. Let me clear my throat. The commander decks, that's the way I would go. Like, man, a long time ago, a soul ring, you'd be happy just to have a soul ring, and now they're coming out with them like, hey, this is 5 cents here, man. Just have it.
Yeah. Right.
I kind of understand where you guys are coming from when it comes to just get rid of the list. let's all have a Black Lotus for $10.
Right.
But it's just not the case, man. It's just not the case, you know.
But they won't be. I mean, look at the price of the original.
Yeah.
You know, cards that are not on the reserve list, and they're still in the thousands of dollars. So
I know it boggles me too, man. The ones that are watered down vanilla creatures, they could be speculation, Bob. They could be speculation.
Okay, but that's all I'm saying is that, you know, it's you know, the people are saying, oh, well, you're going to crush my value. I'm not about being exclusive. I'm all about being inclusive. Okay. So I mean, and that's I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. I want to bring in a new player.
Offense.
I want more engagement. I want more new players. I want more involvement, more games.
I do too. But I don't think I have to give them my old cards to do that. I do too. I want as many new players to come in, man. Just like this is some Amonkhet promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I mean, there you go. Perfect example. If you think
hey guys, I got to get going at this point.
Right,
I've just got to say it's been a wonderful opportunity to sit and have a chat with you guys. I look forward to doing this again very soon. You've all been wonderful and welcoming.
Glad for sure, Pat. You're joining us next week.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to. I'm going to start holding Thursdays aside because this is something I'd really like to keep doing.
Hell yeah. Well, we're trying to build it up. So
nice
hopefully
to meet you,
this will be a thing.
Yeah, thank you. You too, Cryptic. Bob, Longhair, it's been great to have you. You know, I'll do this again soon. You be well.
Right.
Take care.
I know he was differentiating you two, you know, Bob, long hair, but it sounded like Bob long hair. What do you think, Bob?
I used to have long hair, but I'm old and fat now.
Me too, man. Well, I'm not fat, but I am old. That walk proves that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I got both, so whatever.
Right. Look at the reprint of Soul Ring in the or not Invocations, the masterpieces.
Right.
It's masterpieces, right? That's got the. I think that's the most expensive version of it, and I think
probably. I mean, the old school,
these super rare, desirable things are what drive the money.
Right.
So reprinting them, I think, just makes the game more accessible and more open to people. I'll be honest with you. I'm fine if they say, fine, we won't reprint dual lands. Let's print tri-lands. And I mean full on, fetchable, 3-color, doesn't come into play tapped. Then watch. You want to see them destroy the value of dual lands? Would you rather have them reprint?
They can absolutely do that.
They can come up with something better.
Hey, they can absolutely do that. No. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. That would help out your cause and everybody else's cause too, as far as making those cards accessible to people and affordable to people. If they come out with something, a tri-land that says Mountain, Island, Swamp, and it's fetchable and there's not tapped coming into play, it's the new thing. Look, these things are worth $300 in your old school original dual lands from 93. Sorry, they're only $50. Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
I just told you a minute ago, I'll play with a $10,000 card. I don't care. You know, if the card's 50 cents, I'm still playing with it. It's the power level of the card is what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cube. I'm not looking at the cost of that card. Okay, it's a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Yeah, man, you don't want to tear that up. You know, don't bend it. Don't shuffle it like that. Dude, it's my Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's cool. I can ripple shuffle. I can ripple shuffle. Dude, that's a Mox. You shouldn't shuffle your deck like that. It's cool, man. It's my Mox. I can ripple shuffle. You know,
I feel you on that. That's why I don't get slabbed cards, to be quite honest, because I want to be able to play with every card I have.
Exactly. So if they devalue these cards, I don't care. I'm playing with them, man. I'm a player. I'm not a collector, you know, and there might be people on this show, Russ, that are collectors. I'm not a collector. You look at my collection, you probably think, what are you talking about? That's a collection. You're a collector. Nah, I just like good cards, you know.
I am terribly sorry, but I'm gonna have to cut it short. So please, everybody, smash the like button out there. And
please do. Thank you.
I'll do my best to join you next week if you'll have me.
Oh, we'll always have you, Gamingbob.
There's a chair with your name on it.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, guys,
take care.
I can't wait till we can get up to like I think I can have up to 12 people in this, man.
That would be chaotic.
So I'm eager to get there. What's that?
That would be chaotic.
A little bit, but you know, when I'm not watching MTG videos, I'm constantly watching other YouTube content creators, and other talk type shows because I've always wanted to get into radio, as you know. So having that chaos and you know, controlling it would be beautiful. But and also just the diversity of opinions. I mean, hell, we only have 4 people on the show today, right? Well, 5, but 4 people at a time. Even then, we have such diverse opinions here. It's awesome,
right?
So if we had even that many more opinions, that'd be great. It'll open up our minds a little bit to new ideas, and hey, maybe I didn't think about the reserve list that way. You know what I mean?
I just remembered being on the chaotic stream when you first started doing this.
Oh, the chaos stream, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 8 people, dude, and it was just hard to even think, man,
Well, on that chaos stream was like silly, but we have focus. You see that I'm getting better on the show all the time, getting more focus on the actual topics at hand. Yeah.
Is it just me and you right now?
Yeah, just you and I.
Did you look at that little dragon book they released for only 50 winners?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
I don't know.
That?
Are you quicker at that? Because I know we talked about this the other week, but do you have a picture of it, or
I can pull it up real quick? Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a few seconds here.
Yeah. While you're doing that, Unbreakable didn't get to say hi earlier, and you are correct. The OG Charizard. I don't know much about Pokemon, but as far as the actual gameplay goes, the OG Charizard does not hold up to the newer cards. But Pokemon is funny because they're more collectors than players. Like, I heard someone talk about that the other day, that maybe 1% to 10% are actual players. The rest of them are just collecting. That's all they're doing. They hardly know anything about the game. But a shiny Charizard. Oh, dude, take my money.
Yeah, there was a thing about a certain Charizard was worth $500, but it had to be a certain one. And then I saw that Pawn Stars episode where the guy came in with like 90% of the market right there in a box.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's the Charizard. That's the one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think, was it first edition Charizard?
That was it. Yeah, that was it. The first edition Charizard. Because they came out with more. It just didn't say the words first edition.
I think one sold for, what was it, like over $100,000 or some crap? There was one that was almost $1 million, dude. During the height of the Rona, and I was like, "Whoa, dude,
that's crazy." No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. We're not talking about Pokemon. I'm just saying that it's just crazy because that's another market that is purely collectors almost. I don't. Pokemon has picked up recently. There are some shops actually playing Pokemon, which is crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh has another niche market, and it's crazy. So did you find that picture?
I'm almost there.
Okay. No worries. No rush. But it was nice to see a nice little peek there, guys. We had a few people pop on. Thanks for hanging out, all the people that are hanging out currently. But we almost had 11 people watching. That was crazy.
What, tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I think so. It was pretty cool.
I'm going back here. It's almost there.
No worries. Okay.
I just clicked on it, so let me go ahead and share screen.
All right, bet.
StreamYard, yeah.
There it is. Unbreakable said it. OG Charizard, so that's first edition. It's worth $1.5 million. Holy. Oh, geez.
All right. Am I sharing yet?
No, but you're getting closer to Sue. Haha. There you go.
Is it sharing now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this right here is the book. You can see the front there. I'll probably zoom in a little bit for you. Now, if you look closely, you'll see the Planeswalker eye and the Dungeons and Dragons and symbol with the dragon on there.
Oh, yeah.
In the middle there. I'm gonna scroll to the next picture. There's like 3 pictures here.
Yeah, was it? I forget what Asian country had it.
It looks Japanese, but it says only. So what was written on Twitter was in Japanese, but this writing looks Chinese to me.
Yeah.
It could be Japanese, but I think that's Chinese writing.
Yeah, because Korean has a little bit more of like O's. I'm no language expert, guys, and I'm not trying to sound like I am.
Yeah, this was all written in Japanese anyway, so I couldn't be able to decipher it.
Yeah, and some of the old cards they didn't print in Japanese or other foreign languages, so you do have some English cards in there.
Correct, because not all countries have access to certain years of Magic. As a matter of fact, that's why Pioneer was created. Because people in certain countries didn't have access to the older Magic cards until, what was it, the Oath Watchers or whatever, the Gate Watchers or whatever. Basically 2010 or something.
Okay.
Okay, that's the last picture right here. It does look like it's Goldspan Dragon right there on the right.
Yeah, that is Goldspan, yeah. And Woolwhip said it was Japanese. So yeah, this was only available for some big tournament out in Japan. So getting your hands on one of these is cuckoo.
No, it was not a tournament. It was through Twitter. It was a promotion through Twitter. You had to retweet this original tweet within a 24-hour window time period. Okay.
Wow.
By the time my friend deciphered it for me to be able to understand what's going on with this, so I can report on my podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
It said that you had a 24-hour window, and I looked at the time, and I'm like, I'm 4 hours late. So no, all you had to do to win this thing was retweet it, and 50 people are going to win this, and they already did. Only 50.
Nice.
Only 50. Can you imagine how much this thing is going to be worth?
Oh, dude. Yeah. And it's totally legitimate and everything, right?
Oh, it's totally legit. You can see the wear and tear on the left-hand side of it. See that little? I'll zoom in. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
You see that wear and tear on the bottom there too?
Yeah.
That's legit, bro.
All right.
I mean, if somebody's going to fake a hand, they did a really good job faking that hand. I'll tell you.
Yeah. for sure. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I know on your podcast you don't do much speculation.
Right, but I can on here. Yeah, this is
on here, sure. So they talked about it, and I haven't seen anything on it since. So there's speculation back and forth saying that there's not going to be a surprise set for the end of the year, which they always do. Mm-hmm. Usually it's like an unset or something along those lines. But I'm thinking since they've been quiet about it, we might see the 40K Commander deck and the Lord of the Rings. So I don't think that they will get the license for like a whole box of it. You know what I mean?
Well, from my understanding, the 40K is supposed to be in a secret lair. Okay. And there's another one that they're coming out with. It's also supposed to be secret lair. I forget the name of that one, but it's along the lines of the Magic the Gathering Universe Beyond program. Yeah. Now they haven't been doing much marketing on that.
Not at all.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they did for like a month, and then they stopped marketing that altogether. But from my understanding, from all the input we have over here, it's basically secret layers.
Okay, I thought they were doing something for retail. Like,
I don't think for the Universe Beyond, I really don't think so.
Okay, well, because remember they got so much flack for The Walking Dead, and if they're going to do the same thing.
That was what actually inspired Universe Beyond. So that was before we had a name for it, and now we have a name for it. It's all the crossover stuff, man. There's supposed to be more. I forget the actual crossovers. Stranger Things or something like that, or Strange Things or something.
Yeah, no, that they were talking about that a while back, and I haven't seen anything on it.
Well, that's probably. I mean. I don't know much about at the end of the year always a secret product. That's actually news to me from you. I'm hearing about it for the first time here. I pay attention to the products.
Yeah, no, there was talk about it. But by all means, guys, what we're talking about right now, take with a grain of salt.
It's speculation. Okay.
Yeah, it is speculation, and it's also rumor mill. But originally they were talking about, and maybe I misread it. I know they were talking about it for Secret Lair, but they were talking about a full pre-con that would be 40K, and loosely talking about Lord of the Rings. Now,
Lord of the Rings. That was one of them. Yeah,
correct. Now, Lord of the Rings could be a side deal with Netflix, just like with the Stranger Things that we haven't seen yet. But the Stranger Things was for sure going to be a Secret Lair. So they have not said anything about that. Matter of fact, they brought out new Secret Lair products that we should be getting, October? Yeah. I have actually, that was my first order. And actually Bob was kind enough to help me out, and a few others. I sold some singles and whatnot to be able to get my order in literally the last few hours that it was available. So I'm lucky to have the old Voraclex come in, the whole Phyrexian block. And I really wanted a Bloom Tender, and I was like, do I get a Secret Lair for $40 or go find a Bloom Tender for, 25, 30 for foil? It was a no-brainer for me. I was like, bro, I have to get this.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah. So again, 40K was supposed to be what I understood was supposed to be a commander deck. Now, are they going to only exclusively sell said commander deck, or is it just going to be a couple cards, like you said, on Secret Lair? So,
me personally, I'm just from what I'm seeing with my data, it's just Secret Lair.
Okay. I believe you. I just wasn't sure because they talked about a special commander deck that would be all expanded universe, or what do they call it again? I forget.
Universe Beyond.
Universe Beyond. Yeah.
I have no idea, so I haven't had anything come my way on that information yet, but I'll let you know as soon as I do, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys are out there in Chatland or live chat, let me know if you guys heard the same thing that I did. It was just a quick article that I read and looked more in depth into. There was a few other content creators that mentioned it too, but I'm surprised that people have conflicting information. But then again, it's speculation.
Hey, Dobby, I like Lord of the Rings also. I want to tell you something. If you watched part 2 of Lord of the Rings, I think it was called The Two Towers, where the one guy, he's a druid. He speaks to a horse and the horse comes to him. I'm not sure if you ever caught that part of the movie or not, but that was what made me think that that character was a druid, that he talked to his horse and his horse understood him.
Huh.
Yeah, it was the brother of the king, though, if you look back at it. What was his name? Vigo or something? Vigo, the guy that plays him, Vigo. So Vigo's brother. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, I like Lord of the Rings also. I remember the cartoon from when I was a kid. You know.
Oh, wow.
That was
I remember The Hobbit.
Yeah, The Hobbit. Yeah, The Hobbit, you know. And growing up to see that movie for the first time was amazing. And then they redid then they made the movie The Hobbit, and they made a trilogy out of that too, because why not, you know, right?
Oh man, it dragged so bad. I couldn't even finish the series.
Yeah. But
it was like they're introducing all these characters, and I'm like, I'm not I haven't read The Hobbit. I haven't read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So
yeah, Dobby,
you know, fan service for those that actually read the book. But it's like, oh, it's so and so. I'm like, okay.
So the guy that plays the
Who's
king,
that?
you know, Viggo Morrison, whatever his name is, the actor that plays the king, you know, his brother is just dressed in ranger garb, and he speaks to a horse, and the horse comes to him. But he speaks out straight at you in the camera, and then over on the right-hand side of him, the horse comes up to him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Aragon. There you go. Aragon. There you go.
Aragon. Yeah.
Aragon's brother, or maybe that's his name, but you get what I'm saying, Dobby. Yeah.
He's saying Boromir?
I guess so. I guess so. If that was his brother, you know, he had a guy that looked like him, and it was his brother, and then he died or something. But he spoke to a horse, but the camera didn't show you who he was speaking to. And then when they pan out, the horse is over on the right hand side of him. See, yes, I do. See, there you go. But yeah, I like Lord of the Rings, and I watched those movies like 100 million times. But I think the crossover stuff's kind of cool. You know, I keep joking about when's the Masters of the Universe crossover going to happen, you know?
Oh, right.
But I just think that anybody can, you know, have fun with Magic the way you want to have fun with it. If you want to cube. If you want to draft. You want to build commander decks, build commander decks.
For sure. Now, on Lord of the Rings, here's my speculation, guys. Again, take it with a grain of salt. I have anything.
Yeah, I think it was the first, Abby. Sorry.
Yeah. So with Lord of the Rings, you have Netflix. Was it Netflix that got the rights to redo? I think they're going to do a miniseries, or
I guess I don't know. I haven't been watching much television in Netflix.
Honestly, you're not missing much.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's again, I'm not going to go on the political spectrum, but it's all freaking I forget what they call it, narrative. The narrative is just political and it has nothing to do with the story. So I'm not keen on that. If the narrative is political and it has to do with the story, okay, fine. But it has nothing to do with anything. And like, okay, well, that's fine. This person's that person. Okay, cool. But what does that have to do with anything? You know, that's what I object to, because they've been lazy story writing and all that. That's a whole nother thing. But anyway, what I was trying to say is Netflix. I think it's Netflix, or is it Amazon? One of them got the rights to do Lord of the Rings show. So they're talking it's going to be a prequel, and maybe when they brought up Lord of the Rings, they're talking about using stuff from the new show. So that might be like way down the line. I could be wrong, but it would make sense that they'd want to be able to advertise it to gamers. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, also the length of time when we first heard that Fox was going to do a movie for Magic the Gathering. This was years ago, man. Back with World Wake and all that. You know, remember the set World Wake and all that?
It was before my time of actually collecting.
I guess it was 2008, maybe. I think that's
okay.
Right. Yeah. So it's about 2008. We caught wind they were going to make a movie. Now they already came out with the Sorcerer's Apprentice from Disney that had a character in there, and it had something to do with magic. I have yet to watch the movie, but there's a character in there, and Dak Haven or something like that.
Dak, yeah.
I guess that's the character from the movie. I could be wrong. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I know there's a character in there. It's all about Magic the Gathering and stuff, and it's in a Disney movie. And Disney actually had the rights for a while or something, and then Hasbro bought it from them. It was a whole big debacle. Anyway, you saw Disney at the bottom of the cards, the advertisement cards.
Oh, really?
In your Magic packs. Yeah. You look at the very bottom of it, man. And then the next set after World Wake was called Lights, Camera, Action. The set before that, which was Lorwyn and all that, was called Larry Curly Moe, right? They always have an inside name for the sets, you know. So the next set was called Lights, Camera, Action. So this buddy of mine was like, "Do you think you're finally gonna make a movie?" And I'm like, "Man, that would be cool, but I don't think so. But that would be cool." And so the rumor mill started, and then Fox bought the rights to make the movie. You can Google it, man. And Mark Rosewater's apparently one of the designers. Why wouldn't he be, right?
Right.
And they still haven't yet to make a movie. But the last I heard, Netflix has the rights to make a movie. And they're not saying if it's animated, computer graphics, or whatnot. They're saying they're going to make a movie about the characters in the game playing the game of Magic and getting not enough mana in their hands to play the game.
Yeah, come on, guys. Come on, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Get off your high horse.
That's not what we want. That's not what we want. That's what the guy that's the two people that are writing the script.
Yeah.
They've said it right here in an article that I read on the internet, man. And it's right there in black and white that we remember playing Magic back in the day and it was so fun. And I remember the times it was so tense when you didn't have enough mana to cast your spells. And that's what this show should be about. And it's like, no, that's not what the show should be about.
Yeah.
But who are we to tell them what the show should be about, though?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
No, it's absolutely hilarious. And honestly, it's just like, why do I want to watch a movie about being mana screwed when I can do that myself? You know, what's epic about that? It sucks. Okay. How can they make a series out of that, you know?
I mean, why not? This is Gorik's turn to get mana screwed. This is Liliana's turn to get mana screwed.
Yeah.
Axiok's turn to get mana screwed. Yeah. Yeah. I would mill you and exile it, but I don't have enough land.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could have done that. Yeah. So you brought up another topic, which was I guess Worlds.
The tournaments that are still going on. We still got 3 winners. In the bracket. Yeah, I didn't pull that up yet, so I don't have that readily available in front of me. But last time I heard, there was still 3 people in the finals for the tournament, which would be the end tournament, the last tournament we have.
Yeah, because they killed that program. So
yeah,
I guess the last legs of it.
You do know they restarted and said something though, right? On Twitter.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, basically they're going to go ahead and pay the pros to come back and play. Hey, we were just kidding, kind of a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pro circuit. I'm trying to pull up standings, maybe.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm just pulling up on Google here. Esports standing. Here we go. All right, I'm going to share it here, and it should say what decks they're running, right?
It might not. I mean, we'll be just lucky to have any kind of information at this point, right? Is it show 4 or 3? What does it show?
I'm pulling it up right now. We're going to find out together. Because I'm on a Wizard site right now. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure if it's on the main site, but go ahead and try. Yeah. Okay.
Not everything makes it to the Wizards site, you know. There we go. Standings. Okay, what are we looking at here?
So we got the guy's name. I want to call him Starskis and Hutch, just because it looks like Starsky.
See, this isn't it, man. This isn't it. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, Seth Mansfield made 4th. Yeah, this is it. So you got Seth Mansfield, Yellow Hat, PVD. We call him PVD. And then I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. Andrei Strajowski.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that sounds about right.
He's been around for years, too. All these guys have been, man. Reed Duke, I can't believe he's 6th place. Wow.
Yeah, I have not followed the pro circuit because it's going to take me a while to attempt to get there.
Now, where is PVD? Is PVD 2nd place? Go back up. Where's PVD?
PVD, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, he was last year's champion.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what these lines are. So I know it's ZNR. What is LW?
Lost
league
win.
Weekends. Okay.
Lost win.
Okay.
Oh, League Week. League Week. Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is Kaldheim there. League Weekends.
Zendikar Rising. Strixhaven. League Week and then Championship. Yeah. So you see where the league rank would be, and then you see where the tournament setting numbers would be, and then they average those out. It looks like. I know they add them together. They're adding them together.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to me.
It's not going to, dude, because they changed it around so much that I can't even understand it right now. It used to be so much simpler to understand. I mean, at least they're showing you who's the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd and 4th, you know. But I think it's down to those final 4.
Okay.
The rest of the guys
I don't know what Rivals League is.
Rivals League is the opposite. So there's the Challenger League. The Pro League and the Rivals League. So the pros are what you just looked at. These are the rivals. They're going to be in a different league. Okay, so they got their own tournament going on, and then the Challenger League would be the lower end of the bracket. People trying to make it into the rivals, and these rivals, if they can beat the pros, then they're going to take the pro spot.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there's 3 leagues, and your average person can actually earn a chance to get on to the challenger spot by playing Magic the Gathering Arena. And I'm just not sure how much longer that will be, though. You know, the top 1,200 and you get a number or whatever.
Okay.
Just not sure how much longer they'll actually honor that. But as it currently stands, I mean, we don't have a pro tour for next year unless they come out and say, hey, we are keeping the pro tour. But growing up with this and losing the pro tour, that's going to hit my gut pretty hard.
Yeah, and we briefly talked about it when they canceled the Pro Tour, and I know that was a big topic a few months back.
Yeah,
and you know, it would take a lot for me personally to try to participate and be a part of this, but you know, it really hasn't affected Magic that much because I don't know, like me personally, usually the camera angles are bad. I can't even see what deck they're playing.
Well, we saw through the whole, you know, pandemic, you know, that what happened there is Commander was actually keeping the value of these cards.
Yeah.
There was no Pro Tour, you know, showing us what the value of these cards are. And then I asked you guys or somebody else, I'm like, well, who makes a price on these, man? Just basically somebody up there going, okay, that card right there is going to be worth this much. Like for instance, before D&D came out, we were all over like, why is this card $100? And they're like, because somebody wanted it to be. And it's like, that's how this works. And apparently that's how this works, you know. But for the market to stabilize, like what we were talking about earlier, it's really all standing on Commander right now.
Yeah.
So much so, Russ, that I used to say Commander's the future. I think Commander's starting right now, bud.
Oh, yeah. No, and during the Rona, that's all you could really do because they still haven't formalized tournament play yet. It's just now starting back up at LGS and stuff like that. Yeah. But they're not. They still have promos and stuff for tournaments, but literally, if you wanted a promo pack, you'd have to buy it on eBay. There's some stores that are giving them out for promotional stuff for the store. But really, if you want any of the promo packs, you have to spend X amount and buy them on eBay and hope that you pull something good. Which is sad. I mean, I hope they fix it. But, you know, like my LGS pretty much is pack a win, you know?
Yes, same here, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, I want to say this too. At my local LGS, if you lose all your games, they give you a pity pack. It's called a pity pack.
Really?
Yeah, they just give you a pack of cards anyway. They're like, here's a pity pack. It's like, man, thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, you know, that I feel that the lower end should get something because obviously they need more cards to make their deck better.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, bud. Hey, that makes sense. Just like what me and Bob were talking about earlier, you know?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, and I also would want to make it more inclusive because usually it's just the top 3 that get something. Everyone else can just, you know, there's the door. Have fun, you know? That's how I don't like about some of the stores. You know, it should be top 3 and last place. Something, you know, at least you stuck it out and played every match. You bounced out, you ain't getting nothing. Okay, cool. I'm okay with that.
Right.
Yeah. But so very interesting. We don't know what decks they're playing. But yeah. So was there anything else, bud?
No, I think that was it, man. I was going to talk about something else, but
go ahead.
We already talked about earlier, kind of like the infinite dice roll thing.
Oh, yeah. What is that fairy's name?
Pixie Guide. It's called Pixie Guide.
Pixie Guide. Yes. So I actually had it played against me. It sucked.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn 4.
And it was
how quick was it?
Well, it was just limited, so it was draft, and oh my god, he pulled the combo off, and he was stoked because he didn't really have much luck that game. Neither did I. I went like 0-3, but yeah, no, it was amazing to see. He was able to. He didn't have the copy Pixie what
Pixie Guide.
Pixie Guide, yeah.
So he just had Delina. He just had Delina. That's it.
Well, no, he had the Pixie Guide, but he didn't have the copies of Pixie Guide. I think he was able to get like 2. And so that was gnarly. He was able to re-roll and re-roll and re-roll until he got his the number that he wanted, and it was brutal. And he was pulling spells out left and right. And
no, that's not what I'm talking about. So what happens is you make copies of the Pixie Guide, and you can make 1 million copies. You can just stop whenever you want because it's once you roll. So you use the Barbarian class. It's cost 1 red to put out. So turn 1, you put down the Barbarian class.
Yeah.
Turn 2, you put down the Pixie Guide. Turn 3, you bump up the Barbarian class. Turn 4, you put down Delina. And then turn 5, you can give all your creatures haste. It don't matter, whatever you want to do with your mana, because you're swinging with those 2 creatures. Already off top, because of the Barbarian class and the Pixie Guide, you get to roll 3 20-sided dice. If any one of those 3 dice hit 15 or higher, you create a copy of the guide. And every time you create a copy of the guide, you just get an extra die roll. So you have infinite rolls, man. It's crazy, Russ. I'm killing people turn 4, dude. It's crazy.
Wow.
On standard, yeah. In standard.
Wow. Yeah, no, he didn't have that combo going off, but it was similar as he didn't have Dinah or whatever.
Delina.
I was trying to remember. Delina?
Yeah, Delina. Okay. Yeah, something like that.
I don't think he had that out. It was something else. But he was able to grab spells that were in his graveyard, obviously. And he was replaying those, and it was just brutal, man. It was just like all these things going on, and I'm like, holy crap. Yeah. So I didn't get to see your example, but it was similar to that, as he was had another card that was able to grab spells and re-roll the spell so he can grab said spell. And then, oh, dude, it was doing all the things. I was like, holy crap.
I was coming across all these Faceless Haven decks with this Book of Exalted Deeds.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, immediately, I was playing, what was it? Help me out here. Red, white, blue. Jeskai. I was playing Jeskai Draw, remember? Mill. Remember that?
Anyway, I remember you talking about it, yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, I guess I got to change my deck because of all these Exalted, books and these Faceless Haven decks going out. And they're killing you, man. And they can't lose, Yeah. So I just built the Infinite Roll deck, and it's killing them turn 4, and there's just no way they can stop it,
Wow.
So that was just my way of going back into Mythic and retaining my spot there, Yeah.
Wow. Kenshin, do me a favor. go ahead and he's one of our new amends guys, as you guys know, Big Ranch Mofo.
Okay.
Go ahead and put the Discord link up, and then are you on Discord, Cryptic?
I am on your Discord. I'm on everybody's Discord. Yeah. My
Okay.
arena name is lowercase FOUR, the number 20, capital N like Nancy, and then lowercase CHANGE, hashtag 47453. And yeah,
wow,
I memorized it because you share it so much, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think Kenshin is gonna pull up the link for you guys. I believe it's also in my description, as well as the Facebook group, and of course my private email. Well, not so private, but you know what I mean. The channel email. But Wolwip says his nemesis is Winota.
What didn't you get, Kenshin? My name?
Oh no, he was talking about the Discord.
The Discord? Okay.
Yeah, it'd probably be better if you type it out in there.
Somebody wrote, my nemesis is Winota. Hey, I'm with you on that, man. I think that card should have been banned a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, really. It's sick. It's real sick, man.
I just wish there was a beaver creature type. And you could pump it up, you know? That way you can play Primus. It'd be dope.
And then you can leave your hat on.
Yeah, well, that's another song. Yes.
All right, bud. Well, I think it's going to do it for all the time I got for tonight, man.
All right, cool, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the table. Hopefully you'll join us next week.
Sure,
I'm still working on Madcaster Mage. Hopefully he'll decide to hop in. It'd be super cool to have him. And also, if you guys are subscribers to Madcaster Mage or Delver Brews, you guys would have some actual gameplay conversation. That would be awesome. He does a lot of deck teching.
Hey, Bruce. Batman just showed up in the chat.
Oh, hey. No, I there he is. I have a delay here. So, yeah. I'll probably chill for a few more minutes, guys, but we're going to probably call this soon.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for showing up. Thank you. I know you want to get going there, bud. Thanks for joining us this week. But next week, oh, there it is. Kenshin's name right there. He wants to play you, bud.
Oh, does he? Okay. I'll go ahead and can you? I can't copy it.
No, me neither. Yeah, I was gonna say hit up on the Discord.
Yeah,
that way you can copy and paste and all that.
I'll hit you up on Discord, Kenshin. Do you go by the same name on Discord or a different name?
It's Kenshin.
I go by okay, I'll find him then if it's Kenshin, yeah.
Yeah, just say something. You know, my Discord's not popping up yet, so he'll probably respond pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm on Discord with the same name, the Cryptic Commander. I'll find you, bud.
Oh, awesome.
But I do want to say to the chat room, thanks for the interaction tonight, guys. You guys were wonderful. And I really enjoyed being here again tonight.
Well, we always appreciate you, bud. And next week we'll be probably slamming out some spoilers. So
yeah,
no negative market talk too much or regular market talk as much.
I love those. I love those talks.
Oh, I love them, but you're always like, okay, well, next topic. I'm like, whoa.
No. When it comes to spoilers, man, I like them. But that last set, D&D, it just really hit a nerve because of the limited environment with blue, you know?
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, I've been drafting a couple of times, and anytime that I get stuck in blue, there was one time I was stuck in blue and I pulled what was it called? It's that one skull. It's got the skull on there. It costs 4 blue.
Oh, Demolich, yeah.
Yeah, Demolich. There you go. I pulled him in a draft. And that card actually played good in the draft, all my games, but it was the only card that stood out, you know. It's like this card sucks drafting, you know. But I still stand firm on that.
Yeah, I think I drafted like twice or 3 times with this set, and twice I just didn't really get what I was looking for.
Did you go in blue in any direction at all?
Oh, hell no.
Thank God. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I know I shouldn't say his name in vain. I'm sorry, but yeah, thank goodness, dude, because I've had nothing but bad experiences, and I know I go against my gut, and I'm like, man, I really shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, that's my cue. I'll talk to you later, Russ, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, sounds good, man. We'll see you next week.
All right,
Spoiler time. Woo-woo.
Bye-bye.
All right, late. All right, guys. So, thank you again for hanging out. I'm going to be wrapping up here soon as got to make dinner and do all the fun home stuff. Getting hungry. So, I know, gosh, was it Monday or something? We were talking about fixing up the Prosper and the Vrondris deck. So I'm hoping I'll be able to squirrel away some time to be able to do that soon, because Prosper needs a lot of help, guys. So hopefully you guys will be on hand to help. It will probably be later in the day because, like I said, my daytime is usually taken up. I have to fight to get Thursdays open. It's crazy. And it's funny because I'm always busy, but I'm not doing much, you know? It's like, what the heck? No, but other people require my time. So it is what it is. So yeah. Was there anything out there, guys? We have a few more minutes. Anyone in the chat want to bring up anything, or maybe some topics for next week on Topless Spoilers? Let me know. If you guys are watching this later, again, obviously smash that like button, and of course subscribe. We do a lot of giveaways. You can ask any of the people here that hang out with me on my late streams, and in general, we do a lot of like little mini giveaways. We also do birthdays and stuff like that. Bruce, I just don't have a good card to give out. So I promised you a birthday thing a while back, but I just don't have anything decent right now that would like draw any attention. So I've been kind of holding off. I'll probably combo you with another birthday. I didn't forget about you. It's just, my trade binder is looking sad as all hell, dude. Oh, hey Core, how you doing, bud? Welcome. Everyone had to kind of clear out, so it's just me right now, and I'll be ending soon. But the two sets coming, I want to be excited. Crimson Vow is going to have a box topper if you guys haven't seen anything on that, so I'm stoked for that. If anything, it makes good content for box battles for said box topper, so I'm stoked for that. The next set I am excited for, but not as much, with the power down of D&D being very obvious. It's a core set, so whatever, right? But the previous sets before, there's literally, 3-4 broken cards, and the rest is just power down, right? So I don't know. I'm a little worried because my financial situation is going to be turned around here. And it sucks, but it's just life, I guess. So I'm not going to be able to buy too much of the next couple sets coming out. I might be able to squeeze out a little bit to get like maybe a set box, but collectors and the better, fancier stuff, I may not be able to touch at all. I don't know. I still have a lot of stuff to sell off of this old set. Not Magic's another thing, but yeah. So I'm hoping that we can pick up within our group here on the channel. Hopefully you guys will chip in on some box battles. That would be sick. So we can get some good content, and of course get you guys some good pulls. Yeah, Hunt is not going to have the box topper, but it's going to have werewolves, which I kind of. They're not great, but it still would be fun because I'd love to throw a commander deck together of maybe some Gruul werewolves, or I've always wanted to do a wolf deck, or wolf commander deck. So I look forward to hopefully getting some more wolves. That'd be super fun. Oh, really? Well, Bruce, let me know if you want to crack it. I'll try to help out with shipping. But that would be super sick, bro. I will probably do it live as I don't know all the older cards, but that would be super fun to have live and have everyone chatting on your hits. Let me know on that, man. Yeah, well, Whip. So here's the deal on that. I am not sure. You have to be in the partner program for Super Chat. Now, I do have my email available. I also have Patreon linked down below, and I'm trying to figure out something for that. I have one Patreon so far. I don't push it too much, but currently, I mean, I have the sponsor, but I'm not really getting any income from that. So it's just not sure. Normally, you know, I hit the sponsor thing. I just totally forgot. I mean, I could do it now, but it's just, I don't know. We'll have to reevaluate that. But what I'm thinking for Patreon is I kind of laid out like exactly what I wanted to do on Patreon, because I need a little bit of money to try to improve on equipment. But I'm kind of at a standstill on equipment now because the next upgrade for camera is going to be between $700 and $1,200, right? And then I need a new laptop. That's going to be, I don't know, 12. I mean, I could probably get a PC, but it's still, because the video card hole and that whole ordeal, that's another thing, another topic. You know, I'm going to need 15 to $3,000 for that. And so I'm kind of at a standstill for equipment. Yes, I can use my phone, true, and it's better quality, but I do like having the mic set up and all that fun stuff. But anyway, Patreon, I wanted to do a special thing for box breaks on that. Now, there's 3 levels. There's $5 just to help out, and you get bonus entries and all that. $20, and then if there's any ballers out there at 50, you know, just to see. But I want to do like a box break just for Patreons, and then probably move some of the giveaways to that. I love giving stuff away, but most of my good stuff is gone. So I'm trying to figure stuff out, guys. If you have any idea on how to improve, let me know, guys. Or if there's anything that you want to see. Me personally, I love to just be cracking boxes, but I just don't have the funds to be able to buy cases at a time. If I did, that would be sick, because then, you know, whenever you guys wanted to battle, boom, I'm already have it on hand. Right now, I got a special order or pre-order, and we all have to wait for it to come in. So it makes it rough to be just a box opening channel. So I'm always looking at creative avenues and other things like interviews, and, you know, probably this spoiler season, I'll have to get on top of it. You know, I still have box videos. I still haven't edited and put it up yet. It's just, I don't know. It sucks being an artist sometimes, you know? Yeah. So I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. So what I meant to say is you need to be in the partner program for to be able to put on Top Chat, or to put on the chat where you can send money, right? Super Chat, I think is what it's called. And you know, that's a great way. Love to do that, but you need to have over 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 hours viewed. So I've been trying my hardest with my limited budget, with giveaways and other things, to try to get there. I mean, it's been a steady climb. I realize that I'm at like 475 right now, and it's taken me over 8 months to get there. But I've only been on YouTube actively with Magic content for, gosh, maybe 9 months now. So I'm doing okay. Paz has been at it for over 2 years to get to his 1,000. So congrats to him. Hell yeah. Oh, you got a mic, Kenshin? Nice. If you want to jump in and have the time, I don't mind. We can have you. Yeah, giveaways for patrons only. I still need to have some stuff going on for you guys, but I really want to focus in on content and whatnot. Okay, Pat. Yeah, for sure. That's always fun. Pop a topper. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, Kenshin. Sure. Yeah. I'll get you in the chat, Kenshin. If you want to jump in. Are you planning on making a channel, Kenshin, or what? Well, Whip, maybe I should start charging for shipping. I don't know. I when you win something, I like to be able to, send it out. But now that we're doing the box system, you guys know what I'm talking about. Here, I'll turn on the camera. Now that I'm doing this, I'm not blowing all my funds on shipping, but really that is where all my funds go, is shipping out all these all the winnings. I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. It's just I got to budget it better, But yeah, no, as far as equipment goes, Whip, it's geez. That's the next step. A mirrorless camera, card's gonna be pristine. You'll be able to see the little tiny scuff mark off the side. That'd be beautiful. But it's money, So there's a couple direct ways. There's obviously PayPal. I do have Venmo, but I keep on forgetting how to set it up. So I can accept Venmo, but I haven't set one up for the channel. Eventually, if I am able to monetize this channel a little better, I hope to get a bank account for just this. But that is kind of a while down the road. But I'm working on it, guys, as best I can. Oh yeah, okay. So you have so Kenshin, you have a Twitch stream for your games, and your PS5 having a hard time with that, with program to use. You always use Streamlabs and just get lost. Yeah. OBS is the free version of that. Streamlabs is pretty good. I got to mess around with it, but I went with this program because I plan on doing a lot more live streams. And this one's not too bad. It's like between $2 and $250. But you still want to do a lot of the things they do on OBS or Streamlabs. So yeah, I have a huge learning curve as well. Yeah, exactly. And it's hard to say, because right now on extra cards under, say, $5, I do include a few bigger cards here and there on the giveaways. But, sitting those in for store credit, I suppose I could do that. But then, there wouldn't be any giveaways. So, yeah, if it's over $5, I usually throw in the trade binder, sell that off separately or something along those lines. But, I mean, if you guys look at my trade binder, I'll show you right now. It is sad. It is sad. I got a couple more cards, but it's just like, it is literally this stack. That is how sad it is. I mean, compared, yeah. Or if you want, I can't really do that comparison. But right now, guys, this is my trade binder, right? There's not much there. A lot of $5 cards, a lot of some okay cards, about $12 to $15, like these two here. But, and of course, for subscribers, it's always 10% off TCG low. But this is literally all I have in my stash right now. And there's not a lot of big cards. I do have a Marsh Flats, though, Expo. But yeah, usually the money off these cards I try to put back in the channel and get more boxes. But yeah, we'll talk and figure something out in the Discord to try to get some money going. We do have the Patreon in the meantime. So what I was trying to say on that was I kind of want to do, maybe excuse me. I haven't taken any money from that yet, but stash up that money, save a little bit for equipment, but, get monthly or bi-monthly boxes going on Patreon. That's what I'm thinking about. I don't know. What do you guys think? But yeah, this is all sad. Oh, did you? Nice. Yes, there was a puppy. Where was he? Where's the puppy? There it is. Pack leader. Woot. I think that's just the regular one. But there's some okay stuff in here, But it's not nothing that's gonna get me a box, you know. Ah, sweet, Kenshin. Won't say no to that. Right now, unfortunately, I will try to hit up the YouTube community again to try to get some deals going. But yeah. Pat, if you're going to get a camera, save your money, get the Brios. There's one above that that's about 300, but you can get a Brios that claims to be a 1080p, which that's kind of what you want. The next one up is like 300 or 400 for webcam, but the Brios is the one to get. You know, it has some focusing issues, but it's the best camera on the market as far as beyond the professional, you know, $500 to $1,000 range. But the camera I got right now, that's the best. Oh yeah, Brios is probably the best medium to upper high camera that you want to use for streaming and whatnot. For sure. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, Kenshin. I don't mind either. Yeah, exactly. So going back to that topic, once you get 1,000 subscribers and have over 4,000 hours viewed, I think it's a year's time, but I don't remember if they changed it over the course of 2 or 3 months or something. So what happens is when you finally get to monetization and get into the YouTube partner program, you'll be able to do Facebook-like messages. I don't know if you scrolled around the channel, not the channel itself, but on your feed for YouTube, you'll see like Moxman, he's throwing out surveys, you know, like, you know, what set is best or what set would you skip on or something like that. I really want to be able to get there. That way I can check in and say something, right? But yeah, you're correct. You can't go live on mobile until you are in the partner program. Now, on top of that, you also get the super chats, which obviously, as I'm doing more streaming, I want to do that too. All right, Bruce. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. We will catch you next Thursday for sure. And guys, the Taco Tuesday thing is up. It is a short, so make sure you look for that and get on that. One lucky subscriber is going to get some taco bucks next Tuesday. I don't have a set time and when I'll do the drawing, but the drawing will happen on a Tuesday, no matter what, on that next Tuesday. So make sure you guys get involved in that. Go comment what I say to comment. It's only a minute long. So go check that out. Also, guys, you don't get hours viewed from shorts, unfortunately, just to let you know. But it is a popular way to pump up your channel for sure. Hey, Core, awesome. Did you get that video done? I was looking for a link from you. I never saw one. I'll poke around when I have a minute, but I just don't have a minute yet. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Pat. Yeah. And shorts is a way to go. I originally intended for the Kickstarter to go half and then crack some for the chat for this, but it didn't work out because poor impulse control. Once you crack a box, it's so hard to like hold off on it and like save it for later. It's so hard. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hit us up in the Discord. Let me go ahead and get the links off for you guys for the Facebook group. Go ahead and join that. It's on auto, so you guys will be in. I will be making a post soon welcoming you guys all in on the Facebook group. If you guys are a winner of the Taco Bucks, make sure you post a picture in Discord or on the Facebook group what you spent the money on. Doesn't have to be tacos. But if you have glorious taco pics, won't say no. All right, so let me get this group page up for Facebook. Kenshin, if you wouldn't mind throwing the Discord in again, I appreciate it. And here is the Facebook group. Bam. If you guys do want to donate and help out, I obviously won't say no. just go ahead and send it to my email. If you have PayPal, if you do have Venmo, hit me up on a private message on Discord, or I'm Russell on Facebook. So hit me up a PM, and I can do Venmo. We could do Zelle. We have Cash App or PayPal. So I can do all the things. It's just you have to be patient with me on Venmo because I have to pull up the program. For some reason, I have a huge learning curve on that, which doesn't need to be because it's really simple. But for some reason, I have a little brain fart that just doesn't let me do Venmo correctly. Awesome. Now you guys have all the contacts. Do look in the description. Make sure you guys smash the like button on the way out. If you guys are watching this later, thank you so much for the view time. And let me know in the comments later what you'd like to have us talk about next week. We do have spoilers, so we'll have up to then. We'll probably go over all the spoilers on that Thursday that are available. So you will be seeing some repeats, but you'll also be seeing some of the new news. So I really hope they do something cool with the werewolves, make them more viable. But I don't know. It looks like Crimson Vow will be the one to really hit because at least it has a box topper. I just hope they do something with the land cycle for the set coming up, because a set without bad lands is not a great set. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, I should have hopefully spare a minute. I don't know, it'll be tonight, tomorrow. I have no clue because my time is not mine. But we should have. I do want to go over part 2 and actually cover Prosper, because I need you guys' help. It's just not hitting correctly, and I'm just a few cards short of making Vondrus actually viable. It's looking pretty good so far. So you guys will be able to see that soon. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you next time. Bye. Bunny ears and all.